Let's get started on this. It's Friday afternoon. It's 2 o'clock. It's friggin' lunchtime. Anyway, we're going to be talking about movies. The movies I watched this week. So let's get started. The first movie I watched this week, if I can remember correctly, because I'm old, it's The Magnificent Seven. You know, Yul Brynner, Steve McQueen. You know, a bunch of Mexicans want some guys to come into their village and help them get rid of some guys that are stealing all the rice, right? So they go to this little village and they interact with the people. They eat their food, have a great time. Bad guys show up and they go, no, you can't be doing this shit anymore. We want you to leave. So turn around and leave now. Well, they didn't. Then they had a little gunfight, shooting shots and everything. They bugger off. Everybody's happy. But, of course, they come back. It's The Magnificent Seven. It's a great movie. Seen it at the theater. Seen it at the show. Seen it at the cinema. Whatever you want to call it. Originally, when it first came out, on the big screen. I'm talking big screen. Not the little dinky ones you see today. Anyway, that was The Magnificent Seven, and I give that an 8. My opinion. Me. Yeah, that's what I say. I give it an 8. Anyway, what else did I watch? I watched Spencer Confidential on Netflix. 2020. It just came out the beginning of March, I think it was. Yeah, I gave that a watch. I heard a little bit about it, so I said I'll give that a go. So yeah, Mark Wahlberg. It's a fun movie. It's from the books, of course. The book's based on the character in the Spencer books, as far as I understand. I think I read some of them years ago. I haven't read any in a while. Pretty sure it's from a book. Anyway, Spencer, right? He's a cop. Yeah, he's a policeman. Of course, he gets thrown in jail and gets out 5 years later. And there's some, good cops, bad cops kind of thing, drugs, stuff like that going on. And he puts his face into it or his nose into it. He's got his buddy helping him out. So he's got help from this big, huge black guy. I don't know how else to say it. If I say anything wrong, I apologize already. But yeah, they go about finding out things, and it's fun. There's a lot of action in it. A lot of gun shooting and car smashing and smashing through restaurant windows and fights in restaurants and all kinds of good stuff. Big Mack truck. It's hilarious. Yeah, it's hilarious. What did I give it? I gave it a 7. It's good to watch if you haven't seen it and you have Netflix or you can pick it up anywhere. It's worth a watch. It's a fun movie. So, what else did I watch? Oh yeah. I watched 1940, Bela Lugosi, Double Bat. Yeah, Double Bat. There's this old guy, scientist. He kind of gets upset because he thinks he got ripped off. So now he wants payback. So he invents this perfume, after-shaving lotion for men. I guess women can use it too. Anyway, they dab a little bit on their neck, right? Of course I don't shave. But I used to years ago. So they dab a little bit on their neck. And the next thing you know, friggin' gigantic friggin' bat, right? Comes out of nowhere, swoops down, lands on his throat, rips his throat off, and it's like, whoa, double bat. Yeah, so. And they're wondering, and a couple of guys from the newspaper show up, right? And they're investigating the murder. I could never figure that one out, but I watched this movie a few times. I can never figure out why some guys from a newspaper investigate murders. Anyway, that's neither here nor there, I guess. But it's, Bela Lugosi. He's, playing the part of Bela Lugosi. But it's not a bad movie. What did I give it? What did I give that? I gave it a 6. It's alright, right? I came from this series of movies. There's 10 movie original cult classics. It's in this series. So these movies I would presume are all in the public domain. Like The Last Man on Earth, Maniac, Carnival of Souls, The Bat, White Zombie, Piranha, House on Haunted Hill, The Double Bat, The Little Shop of Horrors, and Night of the Living Dead are all on this. So yeah, so 1940 Bela Lugosi, The Double Bat, 6 out of 10. Where am I putting this at? Oh, put it down there. What else did I watch? Oh, The Big Lebowski. Yeah, Jeff Bridges, John Goodman, 1998. This is a movie that we watched. The Grumpy Old Gentleman on film. The Grumpy Old Gentleman. Now, the Grumpy Old Gentleman, of course, James, Mike, Jay, Harry, and Ian. And, of course, myself. So the Grumpy Old Gentleman loved this movie. They all liked it. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not correct. One of them did not like it. So that's why we have our own opinions. And the guy that didn't like it was Ian. He thought it was Apollo. What do you do when you take your dog for a walk? And you pick it up with a bag or something. He thought it was a bag of, yeah. So Ian wasn't too thrilled over this one. Why? That's why we're all different. That's why we have so much fun doing this. Because it's been known that sometimes the Americans don't always understand English humor. I hope I'm saying that right. And vice versa. Sometimes the English, of course, Ian's from Wales, right? But, so sometimes people from Wales still don't understand English or American humor. Now, the Canadians kind of get English humor a little bit better than the Americans, but it's been like that for a long time, really, right? And I think that's right. Of course, correct me if I'm wrong. Anything that I do or say, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, so Americans really don't get English humor that much. But anyway, The Big Lebowski, this one's hilarious. I found it hilarious. There's a lot of laughs in this. Yeah. The rug. The rug. The guy pissed all over his rug. This is a case of mistaken identity. Most of you know that already, right? So yeah. So we won't be talking too much about The Big Lebowski, but very good movie from 1998. I gave it an 8 out of 10. Oh yeah, okay, so I watched a movie on, I think I watched this movie last year too. I was watching and I'm thinking to myself, I think I've seen this before. So, I watch movies over and over again. So Mystery Street, starring Ricardo Montalban. It's a film noir from 1950. It's a Boston police detective, right? Gets called in his case. Of course, there's this guy out scavenging around the beachfront, looking for shells and, shiny rocks and stuff. Comes across a bunch of bones laying in the sand on the beach. Of course, he comes in to investigate, and he takes these bones to a university to figure out who this person was. So yeah, very interesting movie, quite interesting. Poor girl that was seeing a man that was married. Of course, he's a married man. Most of these movies have to do with those cheaters that are married men and get, interest in young girls. So they find out this young girl was 24 years old. She kind of did business out of a restaurant, bar thing. But anyway, I won't be telling you too much about that because you're going to have to watch the movie. So if you ever come across the film noir movie Mystery Street, 1950, it's all right. Just give it a watch. I give it a 6 out of 10. It's all right. Also, Lanchester's in this, playing an old lady that runs a boarding house. She's pretty good at it too. Anyway, so what else did I watch? I watched Battle Midway, I should say, Midway. On the Japanese bomb Pearl Harbor, and the story continues on with the Battle of Midway. And there's a lot of very good special effects in this movie. I thought it was very good. Yeah, there's a lot of actors in here. There's too many to mention, really. They all got a good part. Luke Evans, Mandy Moore, She looks really nice in this movie, Mandy Moore. But this is a remake of the 1946 movie starring Charlton Heston and what's his name, Henry Fonda, and I think Glenn Ford. Back then, you know, when all those guys are stars and stuff like that. But yeah, this one doesn't have I think the love interest in it. Yeah, I think so. I haven't seen the other Midway for a while. But yeah, so this is very good special effects. An all-around good clean story. A lot of battles in the air, you know, special effects, airplanes, the battleships, you know, stuff like that, where the airplanes take off from. So yeah, I like this one. I give it an 8. I give it an 8 out of 10. Oh yeah, what else did I watch? I didn't watch too many movies this week. Just, I guess I didn't have time or whatever. But then I watched this one here too. 21 Bridges. The only way out is through him. Yep. 2019, starring Chadwick Boseman. Yeah. Of course, this movie's about crooked cops. You know, cops. So anyway, beginning of the movie, in the beginning, these two guys, right? Try to, you know, I guess they didn't try. They went to a restaurant and there's all this bags of coke or cocaine or whatever is downstairs in the freezer room, right? They break in there and they think they're getting like, what, 50 pounds of cocaine, right? But really there's like 300 freaking bags of cocaine there and they're standing there going, oh man, like, yeah. So anyway, the next thing you know, 4 cops start knocking on the door, you know, banging on the door. And to the bad guys that are stealing all this coke are going, what the hell, right? Where do they come from? And the next thing you know, 4 more cops show up. And they're outside. These 4 cops come smashing into this bar restaurant, and the next thing you know, machine guns firing all over, everybody's shooting at each other. And, you know, it's like, well, this wasn't supposed to happen, right? They were supposed to go there and steal the friggin' dope and get out of there like bingo, right? Didn't turn out that way. Where the hell did all these cops come from all of a sudden, right? So, yeah, so good cops, bad cops, it's a story, and Chadwick Boseman is a detective, and the head cop's the guys in charge. Put him in charge to find out what's going on, who killed all these guys. Because he's been known to take care of business. Like, he's probably killed 9 or 10 bad guys, but he says he never shoots first. So he shot 10 of these bad guys over the course of time. So they figure they'll get him, right, and he'll shoot the 2 bad guys, kill them. But does that happen? And who's the bad guys and who's the good guys, right? Who's on his side and who's trying to kill him? If he gets killed, it doesn't really matter, does it? So yeah, 21 Bridges, if you know. I like it. I give it what did I give it? I give it an 8. 8 out of a 10. 2019. And today's watch is one of these 3 movies. When I do this video, after I'm going to have lunch, have a tea, a bologna sandwich, banana, you know, regular stuff. Now, I don't know whether I'm going to watch this one, Jojo Rabbit. I'm going to watch this one, 1917. Or I'm going to watch AJ. I'm going to watch this one, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So I have to put them behind my back and twist them all around and pull one out. So let's do it. Let's see what Bob's going to watch today on Friday. Put them behind his back. He switches them all around, puts them here, puts them there, and pulls out a movie. Okay, here you go. Ready? I'm watching this one, Jojo Rabbit, for today. You know, there's no sports on TV. No hockey, no baseball, no soccer, football, if you want to call it that. And it's very, very bad here. The world's going into be a complete fucking shit fest. Yeah. There's people making runs on grocery stores. Can't figure that one out. And they're making run on toilet paper. You know, how long has toilet paper been in existence for? Was there any toilet paper in 1865? People had to wipe their ass then, didn't they? So, anyway, even here in Toronto, some of the grocery stores, like there's lineups for food. I don't know. It's like, not that I have to go get any food or buy any toilet paper, because I already bought toilet paper. I think I got enough toilet paper to last me a couple of months. But I do have to go out and get some odds and sods, as they call it, milk or bread or something. But it's crazy out there. The world is going absolutely bonkers. And it doesn't have to be like that. You know, how many people get to go make a run on a grocery store? People with lots of money. Poor people poor people can't make a run on the grocery store, right? You get a paycheck once a month or something like that, right? Or whatever, right? Like, all these people who are making runs on grocery store and buying up all the toilet paper and all the hand sanitizer and all this stuff. They're buying up all the soap and everything. They're forgetting them. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't tell people you can use dish soap. You know, the soap that you wash your dishes with? You can use that to wash your hands with, too. There's lots of that out there. But don't tell anybody I told you that. So, yeah, I think it's getting really bad. People are going a little bit bonkers, and I don't really think it's necessary. But that's what the world is for you. And there's greedy, they're known as greedy bastards out there, too. Yeah, greedy bastards. Instead of having two on the shelf, they'll take both and leave nothing. And now there's lots of toilet paper out there. They just can't stock it up fast enough. And why everybody's buying the toilet paper, even that hand sanitizer or something like that, you don't need to do that. All you need to do is wash your hands. Just wash your friggin' hands. Wash your hands. Wear some gloves when you go outside, you know? And if you don't have to go anywhere, just in case, if you don't have to go anywhere, stay home, be a, an old miser or an old guy like me. Stay in your apartment, watch some movies, have lunch. But if you have to go out, well, yeah, you gotta go out. But make sure you wear gloves. When you get on the bus or the subway, wear gloves. Put them on your hand, right? Wear a friggin' scarf around your face if you want to feel comfortable. Stay away from people. Try not to get too close. Don't give anybody hugs and kisses and shake hands with them anymore. There's lots of things that you don't do anymore, and everybody will understand the reason why, right? Because nobody wants to give hugs and handshakes anymore. But you still got to love your brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? You still have to love your neighbor. Don't be a prick, all right? And don't buy up all the toilet paper. Leave some for somebody else, all right? I love everybody. And keep watching those movies.